All right, Ryan, Rainbow Six Siege has hijacked all of our Battlefield conversations of late, so it's fitting that we talk about the new Black Ice DLC, which adds a new map, Yacht, and adds 2 new characters, Buck and Frost. So starting off, let's talk about Buck. Buck the Canadian. How do you feel about that underbarrel shotgun?
So Buck is an attacker. He's got the C8 SFW assault rifle, which is sort of like an M4 type of thing, and he's got the CAMRS, which is a DMR rifle. And his special ability is that he has an underbarrel shotgun mounted on both of them.
So what do you think that he's good at, and what is he bad at as a new operator?
The underbarrel shotgun is called the skeleton key, and that made me think prior to playing it that this would be another way of getting into places.
Yeah, he kind of seemed like a door breacher.
And it turns out that not really. The shotgun is maybe 1 or 2 hits to a floor breach, it's 3 to a standard door, and it doesn't go through castle's walls. It'll put a nice hole in a wall or a garage door, but it won't go through them like Sledge. So in terms of the usefulness, really at the end of the day, all you get is an extra shotgun on the character.
Now, where he seemed to kind of shine is as a range support. So I think one of the things you can do with him is grab his marksman rifle and hang back with Glass and then try and pick people off from afar. And unlike Glass or maybe even Twitch, if you make the decision to go with her marksman rifle, you do have the option later to run in with a shotgun. So you're not at the same disadvantage as some of the other characters where you have to commit to their weapon. But yeah, it comes at a cost.
I agree. I think that you'll find that this will be good for some players who like to be that clutch player who runs in at the end of the match in the last 15 seconds and gets the job done. You might see that more with Buck than you might from some of the other classes. And what I kind of like about Buck is somebody who's been playing a lot of ranked play lately. Buck is a good sort of early scout, early couple of rounds operator because of the versatility of the weapons. You don't necessarily know what kind of engagement you're going to get into, and he should be able to feel out the enemy, but I don't think you're going to be using Buck later in the match.
My overall impression of Buck is he's not that much better than a recruit. I think I would consider him just your customizable recruit at the expense of a gadget.
Oh, I didn't knife him. Rook's on the bottom.
He's dead. Rook's dead.
Now, Frost, the other character, she's a game changer because her welcome mat literally changes how everybody else has to play on the map. The welcome mat is basically a giant bear trap, sans bear, and you can put it at the bottom of ladders, you can put it underneath windows, you can put it in barbed wire, and anything that's vaultable, people won't see it until they're over it, and then it's a completely one-hit disable / round ender if it's the last person alive who jumps onto it.
Yeah, I think Frost is super fun. The Super 90 shotgun is solid. It's as good as some of the other shotguns in the game. The welcome mat is, at least now, something that players don't necessarily look for yet, and it seems to be way more effective than, say, cap cans. Way too obvious, way too easy to find trap. If it remains as effective as it's been in the last 2 days of playing the game, then you will see Frost every time on the enemy team.
I would immediately put her in the tier 1 operator category with Mute and some of the other people who just really make a giant difference.
You are a defender that becomes a hunter.
Let's talk about the new map, Yacht. You're going to have to talk about it because I played for the entire night and never saw it. How did you feel about the new map?
I think Yacht is pretty freaking cool. It's definitely one of the most visually impressive maps in the game. On the exterior, it's a luxury yacht that has been stuck in an ice cap, and off to one side, a nuclear submarine has surfaced through the ice where presumably our operators are deploying from. And the yacht has perhaps survived a storm. Like there is snow inside of the yacht, there is damage to the hull, and it creates an environment that is both cold feeling and varied in design, similar to how Cafe Dostoevsky has, like, you know, the kitchen and the back hallways where the laundry room is, but it also has these really nice areas like the bar that give the feeling of the environment variety.
I like the fact that it's kind of a more fantastical scenario. Some of the criticism that I had of the way some of the maps were designed on Siege, such as Canal, was, you walk into Canal and you look up to the left and there's an amazing crashed ship that you could have a fight on, but you end up having it in the building to the right. So I think it's good that they're adding more unique locations with kind of more Tom Clancy-like stories to them.
Right. And this one is one that does immediately have that feel.
Well, that was a brief impression of the new DLC Black Ice for Rainbow Six Siege. Yacht is available now for everybody. Buck and Frost are out for season pass holders and will be available for everybody else on February 9th. For more coverage of Rainbow Six Siege, stay tuned at GameSpot.com.
Hostage secured. Initiate extraction. Hostage acquired. Move out. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.